The only reason that you are stressed is because your mind has taken over you rather than you taking over your mind. You've become a slave to your mind rather than your mind becoming a slave to you. When you want to do something, your mind tells you that, okay, no, I don't want to study, I want to go watch reels. You allow it, it goes watch reels, and then boom, it's like 3 hours. And then you are definitely going to worry about what's going to happen in the future about your exams. Secondly, the main reason of stress is because you live so much in the future or in the past and not where you are right now. Future is not in your control. You can never ever know what is going to happen tomorrow. You cannot predict nor control. It is what it is. It's going to happen the way it is going to happen. You can never ever live in the future and just destroy your present. When you start walking while you're walking, when you start reading while you're reading, when you start eating while you're eating, your life will change for the better. And not just like eating while eating, but like your brain should be present here, because whatever we might be doing, our brains are present somewhere else, and that is why the problems have created so much more. When you live in the past, you are living somewhere which is like dead and gone, and it's never going to come back again. It's better that you take a deep breath and let it go, because darling, it's never ever going to come back again. And how long will you live in that? How long will you regret or cry or, think about it over and over again? How long are you going to sit and think like, oh my God, that happened? And that might have happened like 2-3 years ago, and I'm still like, oh my God, I'm so stressed about that. Why do you want to do that? You cannot forget it. Why do you want to do that to yourself? Honey, live in the present. When you start being mindful of where you are, like when you tell your mind like, yes, we are here and you need to control this, right? If your mind goes somewhere else, you need to bring it back. You need to tell it like, hello, listen, let's get back to where we are. You need to control it. Either it starts controlling you and worsens your life day by day. You'll feel lethargic, lazy, everything just because you listen to it. Trust me, when you perform your duties nicely, like if you're a student, you study nice for a day, at the end of the day, you'll feel happy, you'll feel satisfied. But if you're a student and if you do not study, if you'll keep on using your phone, and if you just, just sit and be in your bed, at the end of the day, you will feel bad and sad. So the only thing to come out of stress is leave the past in the past. Do not think about the future. You cannot control, you cannot predict. You can just work for it and right now. If you do not do those things, you will always be in stress. Feeling accomplished will only come to you when you start doing what you are meant to do. It won't come to you just essay, of course, accomplished does not mean like, just having a big house or getting a good car. That is not the feeling of accomplishment. Feeling of accomplishment comes each day. With each day, at the end of each day, if you feel accomplished, like, yes, I did that. I wanted to do that, I did that. Yes, I studied nicely today. Or yes, I did that art class that I wanted to do today. I did that dance workout I wanted to do for a long time. At that day, at the end of it, you will feel accomplished. You will feel like, yeah, I did something. I did something good. I did what I wanted to do. I did not listen to this. I listened. Instead, I made it listen to me. Your subconscious mind is like your, it's like it listens to you. It just does what you have to do. It will do what you'll tell it to do. But the only thing is, if you want to be stress free, just start performing the duties rightly. Start being mindful. Even if it goes somewhere else, bring it back to where you are. Like if you are walking, focus on walking, do not go like, oh, no. While you're reading a book, make sure that your full attention is on reading, like eat while eat, play while play, dance while you're dancing, and do everything with your whole heart. And that's how you will feel less stressed. Everybody in our generation is so broken. Like, you sit and you can see in our eyes that, there's something wrong. The reason is we've all forgotten how to live without our phones. You, me, everybody. This phone, this gadget, it just attracts us. Like, even if you do not want to use your phone when you wake up, you do not want to use it. You're like, no, I won't see Instagram. That won't be the first thing I'll see. But still, your hands will go there. It is because we have become such a slave to our minds. Like, we've forgotten have to take care of our brains, like if I tell my brain that we are not gonna do that, and if the next day my brain tells me just once, let's just watch it for 1 minute, and if I go there, I mean, that's the weakest point of anybody. It's like, that's the weakest thing. Start being mindful. Start telling your mind to do things rather than it telling you what to do, what not to do. Like, it's so embarrassing at times ki how are we so much, like, unloyal to ourselves. Like, even though we want to do something, we won't do that, and then at the end of the day we are like, I'm sorry. Like, you won't even say sorry. You are so embarrassed that you will not be able to say sorry. But at the end of the day, you will feel like, like sad, and you will be like, shit, कर लेना था ना वो कर लेती, वो क्लास देख लेती, या फिर वो आर्ट पेंट कर लेती, कुछ भी जो भी हो. But it is what it is. Please start being mindful. Start practicing yoga, start walking, get out of the phones, and if you are on your phone, become a producer and not the consumer. I'll tell you, become a producer, not the consumer. If you're using your phone, let it work for you, let it create money for you. And oh my god, there are so many ways to create money in this era. Like, everybody is like 17s, 18s, everybody's just creating money out of this phone. Not just, there's so many ways. You can create a business, you can just start everything and anything. You can start a podcast, you can start YouTube, you can start, and it is open to everybody in whichever field you like. Stop consuming it very much. Do not become a slave to social media. It is made in such a way that you are gonna get attracted towards it, right? It is made, the algorithm is that it wants to attract. And trust me, believe me or not, but this gives us stress, a lot of stress. We see everybody's life, we see everybody's bodies, like, wow, perfect lives, perfect bodies, and then we are like, I'm never gonna get that, and then we get in this self-pity circle, and then we never get out. Throw your phones away. They are actually destroying us. Like, our parents have always been right. These phones, they create stress, they create tension, they give you self-pity thing. So if you're using your phone, become the producer and not the creator. Stop living in the past, or stop creating your future in your head. Start building your today. If your today goes good, that's it, that's the life. Because tomorrow nobody has seen, nobody can control, nobody can predict. You might be present, you might be not present tomorrow. So make sure that today ends well. Make sure that today at the end of the day, tomorrow at the end of the day, but just make sure you take it one day at a time. Like, today I want to make the best out of it today. I do not want to stretch things to tomorrow. It is very, very important. When you start being mindful, 80% of the stress will go away. When you start focusing on what you really want to do and focusing on what you are doing, your stress will go away. When you start doing things that you wanted to do and you do not let your mind take over, you start getting lesser stressed and lesser intention. It's in nobody's hand to get fruits. अपने हाथ में सिर्फ कर्म है, right? We only have to do the work. Fruits we cannot decide. Fruits God gave us, and if you really work hard for something, you'll definitely get fruits for it, like good ones. But if you are like working, and if you think only do something for the end result, you're going to get no fun. You are only going to be stressed all the time while you're working. Instead, take fun in working. Like, have fun while you are just doing things. Do not do things with expectations of this, that. Stop being so hard on yourself because you're like expecting a lot out of something, and then that does not go right, and then you're like, okay, it might be my problem, and then I'm so bad, I do not deserve it, and everything. Not good. Get out of it. Start being more mindful. That is the one advice. Like, start bringing your brain back. Like, why does it not listen to you? Bring it back. Like, yes, if I'm making this video, my whole heart, my whole mind is in this, right? If I'll start studying, even if I study for half an hour, I do not want to go anywhere else. Once I close the book, only then I can let myself go anywhere, but not in the past or the future, like in the present. Like, yes, what do I want to do next today? If I want to have a conversation with somebody, I will not make conversations in my head. I used to do that, I would like make whole speeches in my head, like, okay, I want to do, I'll tell them this, I'll tell them that, and when the time comes, you cannot utter even a single word out of your mouth, राइट. बट तुम सोचो, तुम अभी इधर बैठे हो, तुम सोच रहे हो कि मैं उसको 2 दिन बाद ये स्पीच दूंगी, बट 2 दिन बाद के लिए तुम अभी से प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो, एंड 2 दिन के बाद तुम शायद जाके उसके सामने बोल भी ना पाओ, राइट. और फिर भी तुम अगर बोल भी लोगे तो तुमने जैसा दिमाग में सोचा था वो तुम कभी नहीं बोल पाओगे. तो इट्स लाइक कि तुम प्रेजेंट में रहो, लाइक अभी जो है उसका मजा लो, कल जो होगा विल सी, कल जो हो गया हो गया. It cannot come back. We live in the present. Like, life is so good. We take फालतू का attention all the time. Start being more present, start being more alive. You'll have a lot of fun. Bye.